Hey guys, today we're checking out a geometry DS problem asking for the area of a triangle. And while the ask might seem straightforward, it's very easy to get caught up in the introduced information on this problem. And this is a great example of a way that the GMAT can really dictate your thought processes via suggestion if you're not really clear on what it is you're looking for on DS. So here we're looking for area. But area specifically is a discrete measurement. That is, we're going to need some sort of number to anchor this down. Whether it's the length of sides or the area of a smaller piece, we need some value. Jumping into the introduced information, if we look at number 2, because it seems simpler, we have x is 45 degrees. Now you might be jumping in and saying, well, if x is 45 and we got 90 degrees, then we have 45, stop. Because if you're doing that, you missed what I just said. We need a discrete anchor point. The number of degrees is both relative in the sense that the triangle could be really huge or really small, and doesn't give us what we need. So immediately we want to say, hey, number 2 is insufficient, rather than dive in deeply and try and figure out how we can use it. Let's begin just by recognizing its insufficiency. Know that we can go deeper if we need to, but not get ourselves worked up and not invest the time until it's appropriate, until number 1 isn't sufficient and we need to look at them together. Number 1 then gives us this product BD times AC is 20. Well, here we're given a discrete value, which is a step in the right direction. Now, what do we need for area? You might say, well, we need a base and a height, but that's not entirely accurate. Our equation, area is 1/2 base times height, means that we don't need to know the base and the height individually, but rather their product. And the key to this problem is noticing in number 1 that they give us this B times H product of 20, which means if we wanted to plug it into our equation, 1/2 times 20 is 10. Area is 10. Number 1 alone is sufficient. Answer choice A. If we don't recognize this, then we get caught up with taking a look at X and what that means and trying to slice and dice this, which is complicated to say the least. And I want you to observe that if we get ourselves worked up about X, then immediately when we look at this BD times AC product, our minds are already in the framework of how to incorporate these two together. Whereas if we dismiss the X as insufficient and look at this solo, the BD times AC, then we're much more likely to strike upon that identity. Ideally though, of course, before we jump into the introduced information, we want to say, well, the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So if I have not B and H individually, although that'll be useful, B times H is enough. And then it's a question of just saying, well, hey, 1's got what we need, check. 1 is sufficient, 2 doesn't have what we need, isn't sufficient, and we're there. So I hope this helped. Look for links to other geometry and fun DS problems below, and I'll see you guys soon.